everyone, and welcome to IoT Marketing Live. I'm Tiffani Neilson, and with me is my amazing co-host, Johannes Beekman. How are you today, Johannes?
I'm doing great, Tiffany. How's your day going?
Fantastic. And on October 22nd through the 24th, IoT Marketing hosted the Summit of Things 2024, a virtual event featuring more than 30 speakers discussing digital transformation, AI, IoT, robotics, and other advanced technologies. And with more than 2,500 attendees, the virtual event also featured networking and an expo hall. If you missed the event live, it's not too late to experience this unique opportunity to gain knowledge from the experts and industry leaders who participated. You can get your ticket now and get access to the Summit of Things for the next 90 days at iotmktg.com. Anything to add about the Summit of Things, Johannes, or sessions that you wanted to highlight?
Well, and you mentioned it already. I would like to, reiterate that we had more than 30 speakers at the summit last month, which was one of the highest number of speakers that we had of all the events. And all the keynotes were, of course, and as always, top-notch. So a big shout out to all the thought leaders who spoke at the Summit of Things 24. And of course, the panel discussion was also fantastic, Tiffany. So thanks for moderating that. And last but not least, the highlight of the summit, in my opinion, was your fireside chat with Sophia the robot.
Thanks, Johannes. I'm so glad that you brought that up because Sophia's session was also one of my favorites. And I especially loved her answer when I asked her about not only being known as Sophia the robot, but also as Sophia the artist. And her response was, "Oh, you mean my side hustle?" So hilarious, but apparently she's not the only robot artist. At a Sotheby's auction last week, a portrait of computing pioneer Alan Turing, created by IDA, the world's first ultra-realistic humanoid robot artist, sold for a record-breaking $1.08 million US. Crafted with intricate AI algorithms, IDA's portrait honors Turing's legacy while challenging our perceptions of art, technology, and humanity's creative boundaries in an increasingly digital world. Johannes, I know you have a deep fascination with AI. Tell us, did you buy the painting?
Well, I wish I would, because it's going to be an interesting painting no matter what. But no, I didn't buy Ida's portrait. Though it sounds like it's going to be at least an extraordinary conversation piece. I'm fascinated by how this portrait brings AI and art together, honoring Turing, a visionary in computing, who would probably appreciate the irony of an AI robot capturing his likeness. IDA's work really does challenge us to rethink creativity and humanity, but beyond the art itself, the sale highlights how much we are embracing and investing in AI's role in reshaping everything from technology to culture to art. Plus, $1 million for an AI art, that's certainly a new frontier, Tiffany.
Thanks, Johannes. And as we gear up for the holiday season, it's a time when parcel shipments are shipped in a frenzy. Last year, in the 3 months leading up to December 2023, the UK's Royal Mail, or for those unfamiliar, it's similar to the country's equivalent of USPS, handled 387 million parcels, up 36% from a year before. And every day, the service saw more than 4 million items go through its system, including a good number of those intent internationally. And this year, volumes are expected to be even higher. While Royal Mail has been criticized for poor service in parcel and letter deliveries in recent years, it's hoping that the Christmas rush will go more smoothly this year, thanks to more than 2 million tiny Internet of Things devices that will help keep track of how parcels flow through its complicated network. Royal Mail is partnered with Wiliot, the makers of Wiliot IoT Pixels, postage stamp size smart tags similar to AirTags that can track the progress of items as they work through the systems. The company says its systems provide ambient IoT, or the ability to always analyze items using the Internet of Things wherever they're encountered. They're the first Postal Service to deploy ambient IoT, which is today a Bluetooth thing, but will over the next couple of years become part of the core Wi-Fi and 5G advanced standards, says Steve Statler, Chief Marketing Officer at Wiliot, which has rolled out 2.5 million of its devices across the Royal Mail network in the past few months. Royal Mail is struggling to meet minimum standards and is currently being investigated for breaching requirements set out by Ofcom, the UK regulator that oversees it, for minimum delivery standards. The IoT pixels won't be attached to individual parcels. Rather, they've been installed on Yorks. The name Royal Mail gives it to rolling cages that are used to transport groups of parcels as they make their way from one sorting office to another through its network. More than 850,000 rolling cages are operational across Royal Mail systems in the UK, with the low cost of Wiliot devices currently around 30 cents each, meaning the company has installed 3 on each cage for redundancy. What are your thoughts on this unique story about IoT pixels for the Royal Mail and the potential of ambient IoT, Johannes?
Well, Royal Mail's use of IoT pixels for Wiliot is surely a significant step towards smarter logistics, Tiffany, especially given the holiday seasons, immense parcel volume, not just UK, of course, also we have the US and the rest of the world. So what they're doing is they're tracking the rolling cages that carry the packages to the network. It can basically monitor the movement of parcels in real time without needing to tag each and every item. So this approach is both innovative and cost-effective, helping to streamline operations and improve transparency throughout this network. The idea of ambient IoT, as Wiliot calls it, could transform not just parcel tracking, but overall service reliability. This technology, which, as you mentioned, currently relies on Bluetooth, but it will soon be expanded to also include Wi-Fi and 5G, offers a digital window into how parcels flow through complex systems, identifying delays before they become bottlenecks. Imagine seamless parcel tracking across any distance of the network, a level of transparency that could change consumer expectations for timely deliveries. This also speaks to IoT's role in maintaining service standards and accountability, particularly for Royal Mail, which faces regulatory scrutiny for delays. Ambient IoT could become crucial in restoring consumer trust by offering visibility into the delivery process during peak seasons. In short, the integration of IoT parcels could pave the way for a more connected, efficient logistics network, potentially redefining service standards and enhancing customer confidence in industries beyond postal services.
Thanks, Johannes. And next, let's share a new and interesting buzzword, Gen AIoT, which relates to the intersection of generative AI and the artificial Internet of Things. Gen AIoT has been introduced by the IoT community, a 49,000 strong C-suite network. SAS, Clearblade, SoftServe, and IntelliSAS are among the founding members of the community. The organization outlines its rationale for launching the term. The IoT community believes that the integration of Gen AI and AIoT can facilitate the collection of vast amounts of data through IoT devices, the IoT community noted. This data is then analyzed and interpreted using Gen AI and AIoT, providing valuable insights that can be quickly communicated to other machines or users, enabling faster and more efficient problem solving. The IoT community came up with an overall market opportunity of $4.5 trillion. This is through combining Gen AI, which is 1.3 trillion to 1.5, IoT, which is about 1.4 trillion for traditional IoT, and 600 billion for AIoT, and applying Gen AIoT vertically across manufacturing, supply chain, customer service, and other industries, another 1.2 trillion. Quite a number. And while those figures will still need to stand up to scrutiny, the IoT community is not the only group to come to this conclusion. A January paper from researchers at The Ohio State University and the University of Southern California also explored the link between AI-generated data and IoT-related application domains, ranging from mobile networks to autonomous vehicles to robotics. And even though realizing the full potential of generative AI in IoT is not trivial, the researchers noted interesting inflection points and initiatives currently taking place. One such in the realm of autonomous vehicles is Wedge, a multi-weather autonomous driving dataset built from generative vision language models. And I always love new buzzwords. What are your thoughts on Gen AI IoT, Johannes?
Well, Gen AI IoT is indeed an exciting buzzword, Tiffany. And you mentioned it's captured the fuse of generative AI with the artificial intelligence of things. And but I'd like to go back even last year when we were discussing whether it would be possible to have Gen AI on the edge. And Gen AI is exactly that. So yeah, we've made a lot of progress in the past year. So the community introduction of Gen AI reflects a significant shift, leveraging Gen AI, which has really blossomed over the past 2 years, to analyze the vast streams of IoT data for quicker, more actionable insights. This synergy between Gen AI and IoT has the potential to drive innovation across sectors like, well, you named them, manufacturing, supply chain, customer service, by enabling machines to interpret data and respond in real time. So you really start talking about machine-to-machine communication. The market potential, I've added them up, it's 4.5 trillion. So anytime we talk about IoT, we are talking about a $1 trillion market. So it really highlights the impact that Gen AI could have on both AI and IoT, because on the AI side, everything has to be shrunk to fit into the smaller memory space that we have on the edge, and in IoT side, well, it will have to get used to pumping data into big databases on the AI side. So these projections, though ambitious, underscore the massive scope of value these technologies could create when combined. So real-world applications like Wedge demonstrate how AI can already support IoT, especially in enhancing adaptability in complex environments. So while the practicalities of integrating Gen AI into IoT systems will involve overcoming technical challenges, so we're not there yet in many cases, the concept definitely opens a new frontier. And by automating complex data interpretations and accelerating problem solving, Gen AI IoT could reshape industries reliant on connected, responsive systems, potentially making it a transformative technology trend to watch.
Thanks, Johannes. And we are living in an era where the Internet of Things promises convenience and efficiency, yet the rapid adoption of smart home technology comes with hidden security risks. A recent report on vulnerabilities in Philips smart lighting products revealed just how easily hackers can exploit these devices to gain unauthorized access to home networks, raising concerns about the security of everyday tech. In October, India's Computer Emergency Response Team, or CERT-IN, issued a high-severity vulnerability in Philips smart lighting products. The advisory highlighted the risks associated with strong sensitive Wi-Fi credentials and plain text within the device's firmware. The affected devices include Philips Smart Wi-Fi LED batten, LED T beamer, and a range of smart bulb and T-bulb models, all using firmware versions prior to 1.33.1. Smart light bulbs such as Philips Wi-Fi enabled models have grown popular as these bulbs connect to home Wi-Fi networks, allowing users to control brightness, color, and other settings from anywhere in the world through a phone app. And configuration is simple. After installation, the bulb can be toggled on and off multiple times to enter setup mode, transforming the device into a temporary Wi-Fi access point that connects to a smartphone for configuration. However, this ease of use also provides an entry point for hackers. If a hacker gains physical access to these devices, they could extract the firmware and obtain sensitive data by analyzing the binary code. For users, it's crucial to take proactive steps such as installing firmware updates, using unique passwords for each platform, and securing their Wi-Fi networks with strong passwords. Manufacturers, on the other hand, need to adopt robust security standards and make device security a priority from the outset. For Philips users, CERT-IN recommends upgrading to firmware version 1.33.1 for all affected devices to reduce the risk of unauthorized access, and Philips and other IoT manufacturers are being urged to enhance security measures to protect consumers from these vulnerabilities. Johannes, what is your feedback on the Philips smart lighting security vulnerabilities?
Well, Tiffany, honestly, I wonder how many people are aware of the fact that their Wi-Fi enabled smart bulb can be hacked, but sure, and we've talked about it many times, and this is just another example. The vulnerabilities in Philips' smart lighting products underscore a significant concern in the IoT space. Now we're talking about light bulbs, but next month we'll likely talk about other IoT devices. Convenience often comes at the cost of security. The recent advisory in regard to the storage of Wi-Fi credentials in plain text, which is an absolute no-no, reveals that there is a critical gap in device security. With the popularity of smart bulbs growing, many users may not and will not even realize that connected devices could serve as an entry point for hackers, which then, of course, will exploit weak security to gain access to home networks. So this is a reminder that while IoT devices enhance convenience, and we buy them for convenience, they also bring new risks, allowing a device to store Wi-Fi credential in plain text, may streamline the process, but it automatically and immediately creates a vulnerability that has serious implications. So hackers who gain access to a smart bulb can access your network through the smart bulb and then jump to other connected devices on the network, which makes, and it's not just the light bulb, so let me stop there, but it makes firmware updates of all the devices that are on your network essential for protecting consumer data. And manufacturers like Philips must prioritize robust security protocols from the outset, including encrypted storage for sensitive information. IoT users in turn should take proactive steps such as installing firmware updates. That would be a reminder that you can send out on a daily basis, and using strong, unique passwords across all devices. For Philips users, you mentioned upgrade to firmware 1.3.1 is an essential necessary step, but it's also clear that ongoing vigilance is needed for both consumers and manufacturers in IoT space. As connected devices become more embedded in daily life, securing these systems would be at the forefront and should be at the forefront of every IoT development strategy.
Thanks, Johannes. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there buying smart light bulbs and they have no idea that there's any security risk involved as they're buying it. Maybe they need to put some kind of a label. Warning, be sure that you do these steps to keep your house and your Wi-Fi network secure. That might be a good idea too. Networking giant Cisco is getting out of the LoRaWAN market for IoT device connectivity, announcing the end of availability and end of life dates for its gateways and associated products with no planned migration pathway for customers. Switchzilla made this information public in a notice on its website announcing the end of sale and end of life dates for Cisco LoRaWAN. The last day customers will be able to order any affected products will be January 1st, 2025, with all support ceasing by the end of the decade. The list includes Cisco's 800 megahertz and 900 megahertz LoRaWAN gateways, plus associated products such as the omnidirectional antennas and software for the gateways and interference modules. If anyone was in doubt, the notification spells out Cisco will be exiting the LoRaWAN space. There is no planned migration for Cisco LoRaWAN gateways. The move will come as a blow for any organizations that have built IoT deployments using LoRaWAN that may have considered Cisco to be a safe and dependable supplier. The market for LoRaWAN and IoT deployments is said to be growing, with some estimates putting the total market size at $5.7 billion this year. But an article in the Register stated that the likely reason for discontinuing the LoRaWAN products is cost cutting. Switchzilla announced Cisco was eliminating 7% of its global workforce back in August as part of a global restructuring plan and a shift towards a broader AI and security focus. Johannes, how do you feel about Cisco exiting LoRaWAN?
Well, there are several trends here. And of course, Cisco's exit from the LoRaWAN market is a surprising and shift, especially considering the role of LoRaWAN in IoT, where it has gained traction as a low-power, wide-area network solution for connected devices. And of course, Cisco is a trusted name in enterprise connectivity, so this decision to end LoRaWAN support will leave many organizations reassessing their IoT strategies. and we've talked about this before. So IT industry is mature. So you'll see this kind of consolidation happening over and over again. Also, what you see happening, and I like to go on record that we will see in the next coming years an IoT boom as we haven't seen before in the past 2 years. So a lot of companies will um, direct their resources, their efforts more towards AI, where they expect to make more money than a LoRaWAN application. So and that's what's behind this decision. So it clearly reflects Cisco's broader focus on high growth areas, which of course in Cisco AI is obvious. Cybersecurity is definitely a growth area for them, and of course they're going through restructuring. So while LoRaWAN, and I'd like to stress that it continues to grow, as you mentioned, it has a almost 6 billion market size, but Cisco has other priorities. So moving away will help Cisco optimize its priorities. But for organizations relying on Cisco, this reinforces the importance of evaluating vendors based on their long-term commitment to IT standards and connectivity. Cisco's decision could ultimately prompt other companies and will prompt other companies to step in and fill the gap, offering new alternatives that may provide more both innovation and stability in LoRaWAN space. So this is a setback for the IoT sector as of now. At the same time, it's an opportunity for other providers to solidify their presence and perhaps introduce even more robust solutions for low power IoT connectivity.
Thanks, Johannes. And another similar story is next with a recent announcement of end of life for the Fleet Hub feature of AWS IoT device management, effective October 18th, 2025. AWS IoT Device Management Fleet Hub was launched in 2020 to provide customers with a web application for managing their fleet of Internet of Things devices. Over the years, it has helped many businesses streamline their IoT deployments and improve efficiency, enhance device security. However, as technology and customer needs continue to evolve, AWS has made a decision to discontinue the feature. AWS shared that they understand that this change may impact business operations, therefore they are committed to ensuring a smooth transition. This announcement does not impact any other AWS IoT device management capabilities. Johannes, what are your thoughts on this story?
Well, it's similar to the Cisco story. So AWS's decision to end the Fleet Hub feature in AWS IoT device management reflects the evolving landscape of IoT management needs. So since its launch in 2020, it's been around for a while already, Fleet Hub has provided a valuable web-based interface for managing IoT devices. However, as customer demands and IoT technology continue to advance, AWS's choice to discontinue Fleet Hub likely signals a shift towards more integrated and advanced solutions within the IoT ecosystem. AWS has committed to support customers through this transition, which is, as you expect vendors to progress, and it recognizes the operational impact for businesses that rely on this tool. So by giving ample notice, AWS is enabling businesses to adapt and potentially transition to alternative AWS IoT features, or even consider developing custom solutions that meet their specific needs. So this phase out highlights the pace at which IoT technologies and management tools evolve, often requiring businesses to stay flexible and adaptable. As companies continue to expand their IoT fleets and security needs grow more complex, this change may drive them to explore new solutions that align better with their evolving requirements and future growth strategies within the AWS ecosystem or beyond.
Thanks, Johannes. And One Amazon has announced the launch of the world's first Internet of Forests, a groundbreaking initiative designed to digitally monitor and protect the Amazon rainforest while fostering sustainable development for its communities. Unveiled in collaboration with MIT Media Lab, VIA, and ACOM, the IOF marks a revolutionary approach to forest conservation and community empowerment. The official demonstration of this pioneering project took place at the United Nations Biodiversity Conference, COP16, in October 2024. As the driving force behind the IOF, One Amazon has developed a 5-phase technological roadmap in collaboration with MIT Media Lab City Science Group. This roadmap integrates a diverse array of sensing technologies from satellite and drone imagery to ground-based environmental sensors and biosensing techniques to provide an unprecedented level of insight into the health and changes within the Amazon's ecosystems. With the IOF, One Amazon aims to digitally connect and safeguard every hectare of the rainforest, promoting environmental resilience and creating sustainable economic opportunities for the 50 million people who depend on it. As the Amazon faces escalating threats from deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change, One Amazon calls on global governments, private investors, and international organizations to join its mission to preserve this critical ecosystem. And obviously, I'm a huge fan of everything that's environment and sustainability, so I love this story. But what are your thoughts, Johannes?
Well, Tiffany, the launch of the Internet of Forests by One Amazon presents a bold fusion of technology and conservation aimed at safeguarding the Amazon rainforest. So the collaboration with MIT Media Lab, Fika, AECOM, this initiative leverages satellite and drone imagery, environmental sensors, biosensing techniques, meaning the full gamut, to provide continuous insights into the forest health and ecosystem changes. As you mentioned, it can detect deforestation and, of course, illegal mining, because those are the two biggest threats that the Amazon is facing, but also other threats in real time. And yes, it has the potential to transform conservation in its efforts by offering actionable data-driven insights. So what's particularly noteworthy is that One Amazon's focus on community involvement and sustainable development. It isn't only about environmental protection, it's also about creating economic opportunities for the millions who rely on the Amazon for their livelihood. By including local communities in this conservation framework, the initiative combines ecological preservation with social empowerment, aligning conservation goals with sustainable development. The IOF model could set a precedent for using connected technology in conservation efforts worldwide, showing how IoT can serve as a force for both ecological resilience and community well-being. This initiative exemplifies how cutting-edge technology, when paired with a community-centered approach, can address complex environmental challenges with lasting impact.
Thanks, Johannes. And next, Amazon gets FAA regulatory approval to begin drone delivery. Amazon recently stated it received regulatory approval to begin flying a smaller, quieter version of its delivery drone, the latest step in its long-running efforts to get the futuristic program off the ground. Amazon said the Federal Aviation Administration's approval includes permission to fly the MK-30 over longer distances and beyond the visual line of sight of pilots. The agency granted a similar waiver for Amazon's Prime Air program in May, though that was limited to flights in College Station, Texas, one of the cities where it has been conducting the tests. And an FAA spokesperson said the agency granted Amazon permission to conduct beyond visual line of sight deliveries in Tucson on October 31st, 2024. Are they delivering candy to trick-or-treaters? Johannes, what are your thoughts on Amazon's FAA approval for drone delivery?
Amazon's FAA approval to expand its drone delivery program marks a significant step toward mainstreaming autonomous delivery, especially in the realm of e-commerce. This newly approved MK-30 drone, with its quieter, more compact design and ability to operate in light rain, represents an evolution in drone technology that addresses practical challenges while expanding its operational range. By granting Amazon permission for beyond visual line of sight, or BVLOS flights, the FAA has shown its growing confidence in the safety and reliability of drone operations, paving the way for broader applications of this technology. This move aligns with Amazon's vision for faster, more efficient delivery, especially for urban and suburban areas where quick shipping can provide a competitive edge. Testing locations like College Station, Texas, now Tucson, Arizona, allows Amazon to refine its logistics in various real-world environments, optimizing for factors like weather and urban density. But it also highlights the FAA evolving stance on BVLOS operations, which will be crucial for scaling drone delivery. As other companies pursue similar regulatory approvals, we could see a shift in consumer expectations around delivery times and methods. However, the success of the Amazon's program will hinge on community acceptance, logistical efficiency, and addressing regulatory concerns related to airspace management and privacy. Ultimately, Amazon's FAA approval isn't just about delivering packages faster, it's a signal of the future potential of autonomous delivery systems to reshape the logistics landscape.
Thanks, Johannes. And as we wrap things up, again, we want to emphasize if you missed the live sessions during the Summit of Things, it's not too late to join the event platform. All of the content from the summit will be active for the next 90 days. So be sure to get your ticket now for the Summit of Things at IoTMKTG.com. And we also would like to remind you to cast your vote for Industry Insights IoT Awards. And with that, you can vote for your favorite IoT solution, business, or person. And there are 10 award categories that identify leaders, entrepreneurs, and brands across the IoT space. And the Industry Insights IoT Awards are designed to shine a spotlight on the unique strengths, achievements, and efforts of companies and their team members. So vote now and join us for the virtual awards ceremony on Thursday, December 12th at 11 a.m. Pacific time to celebrate the award winners live. And also coming up in January, you can catch a glimpse of the future by attending the 2025 Emerging Trends webinar. This event will feature experts and industry leaders providing valuable insights and predictions on the hottest technology trends for the year ahead. And you can also register for that at IoTMKTG.com. Johannes, anything to add about our upcoming events?
Well, just a reminder to the audience to vote for their favorite product, company, or thought leader. And yes, I'm also and already looking forward to CES in early January and our Emerging Trends webinar on January 23rd. So with 2024 coming to a close, let us know, listen to the audience, if you'd like a year-end sales push, or if we can help you with just the year-end sales push, or if you want to start the new year strong with a marketing campaign.
Thanks, Johannes, because I did want to remind everyone that IoT Marketing offers end-to-end marketing, PR, and production services. We can assist with sales enablement, setting up your CRM, consulting, whatever you may need to make your marketing efforts a success in 2025 and beyond. So please reach out to us for a free consultation. We'd love to hear from you. And that's all for today. So thank you so much for co-hosting with me, Johannes, and thank you all for watching.
Thank you, Tiffani.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.